Welcome, chat fighters.
Oh, I like peanut butter. What kind of funky club were you at last night?
Boobs are real, her boobs sparkle, her drinks are perfect.
I'm addicted to coffee, and I love to gamble. Gio, can you say patriarchy so we can drink? Dog hair going on.
Hey, chat fighters. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of Chat Fight. And guess what? We're getting political today. We've got our girl Sharon back. Welcome back, Sharon.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Sharon. Hi, girls.
We're so glad to have you back.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be back.
How was your the Boca
The
Comedy
film,
Fest?
the Florida
Oh, no.
Comedy Film Festival.
Oh, the Florida comedy. I had it.
It was really great. It was really great. The film that I was in, that was, there. That's why I was there.
Tell us that film again. I know it, but
Porky, All Grown Up. It's a short film, a comedy, an ensemble. We won Best Ensemble at the film festival.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
so that was pretty cool.
we got
So
a
we were
movie
happy.
star on our fucking Chat
I don't know
Fight.
about that,
Listen
but
to that.
I don't think there were any ensemble films.
Yeah.
No. No.
So Fran Drescher was there, I know.
Yes.
And it looked like y'all had a lot of fun with her.
She's a goddess. I've always
Yes,
loved
queen.
her, and I
Yes.
always, and I actually sometimes have used her in some of my jokes because people always, are annoyed by my voice, and I'm like, yeah, I sound like Fran Drescher, and I've been not compared to her comedically, obviously, but like, people will say to me, you remind me of Fran Drescher.
I could
And I'm like,
totally
really?
see it, right? I could
I'm
totally
always
see
like,
it.
yay. But, then I think, oh, wait a minute. Is that a compliment or is that an insult? I don't know how to take that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, yeah, it was really great. It was a fun weekend, but I'm glad to be back on
back.
Chat Fight and with my friends. And so, yeah, so I'm happy
We
to be
love
here.
you, Sharon.
We
Oh, I
love you. We missed
too.
you.
And thank you, Miss Jackie Sanchez. We had a lot of fun
Yes.
with you last week. That was
great.
Yeah, we'll have you back anytime, even with Sharon in the house.
Yeah,
right?
wouldn't it be fun to have four of us? Could we fit?
I love foursomes.
We
I
can
love
fit.
foursomes.
Jackie's so tiny, she'll
Awesome.
fit anywhere.
So, Joanna, how was your week?
I don't remember. It was okay, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good. I was called a MILF.
Yes.
Oh my God, me and Joe, we fight about everything. This is why this is such a good show. For
We didn't
us.
fight. I didn't know what MILF was, and I just asked you to explain it to me.
let
And then
me-
you sent me
wait,
a
wait.
picture of this horrible-looking old fat woman.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then you sent me a picture of this horrible-looking old fat woman.
Stifler's
And I
mom.
thought I was being compared to a cow, so I got
Gonzo,
upset.
Stifler's mom.
That's where it started.
Is she a fat cow?
No, no.
That's what you
See.
get. That's what you get.
Stifler's mom was the
You okay?
the original. I think we killed her.
Well, while Joanna's
Well,
processing,
enjoy being called a MILF,
While she's
Joanna,
processing being
because
called a MILF.
I get that.
I'm being called a GILF now.
I get the concept.
What's a gilf? No, I
Well,
know.
what do you
I know,
think a
I know
gilf
what it
is?
What is?
If
a-
you
a
girls are
grandma.
MILFs,
A grandma.
Right.
I'd like to fuck.
I'm
Right.
neither because I have no kids, so don't be calling me no MILF or gilf.
I'm sorry, I
or
just
anything.
Okay, so
choked on
you're
my
a
spit.
WILF.
But
We had some
You're a
comments.
WILF.
You are in the MILF.
Well, you could be a
you're in the
GILF.
MILF
You're a
age
girl I'd like to
demographic.
fuck.
Okay.
I mean, not me personally, but like I'm
Look,
saying.
Listen.
David knew what I was talking about.
Listen.
What's up, David?
Yo,
Brett?
yo,
Listen.
sup?
And
Listen, the concept
that's
is
Joe,
fine.
right? Agate?
Well, yeah, that's
Who's Joe?
That's
yeah.
our
Who's
buddy
Joe?
Joe.
That's filet
Joe?
mignon.
Agate
Filet
He
Oh,
mignon.
was-
Joe.
yes,
Hi,
yes.
Joe.
Joe
Joe Mignon, but we call him
Mignon.
filet
He is a
mignon.
I
filet
didn't wanna-
mignon. He is a real filet
Filet
mignon.
mignon.
So we're having a lot of fun chatting it up right now, like we're friends. But guys, it's about to get fucking serious, isn't it?
Oh,
It
know
might
what?
get
love.
serious,
Should
but
I go
it
make
might
some
not.
coffee, or should I go pour some coffee?
I've got a beer.
I got
I love
nothing.
serious talks.
I'm waiting for the coffee to get done.
All right. Well, you.
Where's
How
Brett?
How about
Where's
this? You guys
Brett?
talk amongst yourselves. I'll go pour a couple cups of coffee.
All right, thank you, sir. I
We
don't
need
know.
Brett.
And servant.
Brett is definitely slipping off his job.
Yeah, Brett
I know
is
you're in there,
totally
Brett.
slacking.
All right, so let's get started with this. It is primary season, and I am like an avid politics watcher. Y'all probably know that if you know me at all. If you know Blame Girl, if you follow me on social media, always into politics, right?
Yeah, you're very political.
but it's primary season, and let's start here. Can you ladies participate in primary season? That'll tell us a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I dig politics big time.
So, no, what I'm asking is, can you vote in primary season?
Of course
No.
I can.
I got my ballot right here.
Why can't I vote in primary season?
Are you a registered
Of
Democrat?
course. No, I'm a registered Republican.
So
Get
you
the
can't-
fuck out of here, Democrat. Oh, no.
You can't vote in primary season. That's
Well-
because you can only vote for the Democratic.
Oh, that's true. Then
Yeah.
no, I can't. I
So-
thought you meant like vote.
What about
know,
you,
and-
Joe? Are you?
I'm not an American citizen. I can't vote. Thank
Oh, you're
God
not an
for
American
that.
citizen yet?
Nope.
Why?
How long have you been
Do you
here?
do you want to get married?
Nope.
I'll make you a citizen.
Nope. Oh, marry you?
Oh,
Sure.
I thought this was
Yeah.
the greatest country in the world. You don't want to
It
be
is. So what? Why
She's
would
like,
I want
I-
to? What does that have to do with anything?
Don't you want to be a citizen?
Not. I don't need to.
Okay.
Wow, you're a postal service chick and you're not a citizen?
You don't have to be.
No, I'm just asking. I find that interesting.
Yeah.
No. I'm a legal permanent resident, but I can't vote.
Yeah. She has a.
See people? Now listen, she's not a citizen. I just want to say this to the camera. She's not a citizen, but she's a legal permanent resident. Legal.
How did you
And
get your legal
she did
permanent
And
residence?
I
Paperwork.
I stand for America
How did you get that
Paperwork,
status?
people.
through the proper channels.
Yeah, but what
I
was
came
your
I
what
came
qualified
here
you?
I came here legally. I went to school, so I had the student visa.
Okay.
I waited the proper amount of time, which that was 30 years ago.
30 years.
I was sponsored properly. I was lucky,
sponsored.
I guess. Yeah.
I wonder what the process is like now compared to 30 years ago.
I do not know. I don't know. And then I got it. Then I got married, but that really had nothing to do with it because I already had a permit to stay.
Can I ask a
Permanently?
question? Can I let
They,
you
no,
ask a
not
question?
permanently, but when you get married, you don't get a permanent permit either.
When did you get your permanent? Was it when you had your son? Because I know that.
No, before that.
You were already a permanent resident.
Yes, I got married, then
So
I
doc-
got
your son
divorced.
Is not an anchor baby.
No, my son is a
I
legal
wanna-
resident.
I
I mean,
wanna ask
a
a question.
citizen.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
What kept you, Joanna, from moving forward and getting your actual citizenship? What was that?
I guess that's never
Deciding
really
factor
that's
for you.
never really been for me. Maybe because I never really had any pressure on me to be one. Like no one was kicking me out. No one was, I guess a laziness in a way too. Like if I was in any way deprived of any rights or anything other than the
Right.
right to vote, I guess.
I was just about to say you don't feel like
Yeah.
you're being deprived.
I
of your
no,
rights.
I do want to vote now because I feel that my vote could count for something.
Yeah.
Because I do want Trump to win,
Yeah.
but
And that was gonna actually be my next question was, do you know who you're voting for? In
oh yeah,
general?
I if I could, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I actually had this issue in the last election when I was voicing my opinion, and my really, really good friend, one of my best friends, she really hurt my feelings. She told me that I shouldn't even speak because I don't vote anyways, which we ended up, she ended up crying after she said that. She felt really bad. She's like, I shouldn't even say that to
It
you.
makes
Can I
people
say
Meaning
something?
like
so
my
ugly to each
opinion
other.
doesn't
Can I
matter.
say
Yeah.
something? How come
But-
she can't vote? Why all the
'Cause-
Democrats say any illegal immigrant can vote?
I know,
All
and
the
I'm
All
legal.
the Democrats.
And
they all
I'm-
do.
and
They
I'm
all stand up
legal.
on the little
Excuse me.
podium
I know.
and
I
go,
should
Hey, guys,
definitely be
Illegals
allowed.
Yes.
Can I
Illegals
interrupt
can
for a
vote.
moment?
No,
Yes, Gonzo.
no, Gonzo.
Have we before we jumped headlong into the topic, have we presented the drinking game?
I was just about to say that
Okay,
because
well,
you're speaking off
let
camera.
me interrupt.
Thank you,
And
guys.
because I have actual coherent, cogent graphics for this now, so
Perfect.
I'm
Pull them
so
up so I
excited.
can tell
well,
everybody.
bam.
Pull it out,
Guys.
Gonzo.
We're gonna
Oh,
get
wow,
deep into
look
this.
at that.
If you hear me bring up patriarchy, which you likely will, go ahead and take a sip. Poland by Joanna, acting by Sharon. Trump, we're gonna be talking about a lot, so get an extra drink.
Yeah.
And we'll probably, if I say mansplaining, or if anyone's like, I need a drink, which we just might need a drink or smoke, you're gonna take another drink.
We might be lighting up some today.
Oh, okay. And if any
Some
one
medicine.
of us gets real girly and we're like,
Look who's talking.
you're gonna take a drink
Like, oh my God.
3 times. And if Gonzo is asked or gives his input,
Without asking.
without asking, will also take a drink. So,
sorry.
and then if I say that I am wrong, we will finish our drinks.
Which
and
will never happen.
I was gonna say I don't.
There's another graphic for
I
that.
will.
Yeah.
And
You'll never drink to that.
If
Trust me.
there's a cleavage shot,
Wait. Check this out.
oh,
guys.
now you got to finish your drink.
Look.
Sharon gave you a cleavage shot.
You gotta get better cameras.
And if anyone says toxic masculinity, the whole phrase, I might say toxic as a short way, but if we say the whole thing, you're gonna go ahead and finish your drink.
I
okay?
have actually said patriarchy a couple of times this week.
I'm so proud of you.
I know. I can't.
Jesus, I'm like rubbing off on my girls.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so let's get back into it. So, if you could participate in the primary, you know who you're voting for in the general.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna side with your party.
I'm gonna side. Yeah.
Okay, if you could vote,
That guy.
if you could vote in the primaries, is there a Democrat that you find attractive? Let me go through the list, guys.
Yes.
I thought Obama was pretty hot.
I'll tell you the truth. I would probably vote. Believe it or
Oh
not.
my God, Joey.
Believe it or not.
This
you know
is
who
what I
like?
think about them.
Believe it or
This
not,
is
like
what
I
think
like.
about it.
I'm gonna.
Wait, let me tell you who the candidates are, and then you tell
I
me
know
who you
who
like
the
and why.
candidates are.
Well, yeah, but our chat fighters might
Oh,
not know.
okay. You're right.
And guys, please go into our chat room, and I see we got a bunch of comments today.
Already.
I
Yes.
love it. I
I
love
can't
it.
even see.
Please give your input. Okay, so Michael Bennett, I want to know if y'all were, because I feel like everyone in there is a Republican. If y'all would, who would y'all be voting for in the Democratic primary? Okay, Michael Bennett. I don't know who that is. Joe Biden.
Michael Bennett is out.
Yeah.
Michael
he dropped-
Bloomberg. Gross. Cory Booker. He's bye-bye. Pete Buttigieg.
I like him.
Nope.
That's
He's-
the only one I
He's
like.
He's aight. Julian Castro.
He's sorry. Julian's out.
I was thinking that.
lot
John
of 'em
Delaney. No clue who he is. Tulsi
I
Gabbard.
like Tulsi.
People like her. I don't.
like her. I do.
She's a woman.
I have a feeling that would be Gonzo's candidate.
She would be the hottest president ever.
Yes.
I like her.
That's,
I do.
That's what they were saying on my Facebook this week. They were like, "She's so hot." I'm
She's and
Well,
there's
you-
a lot of things about her.
like,
I
you
like.
can't be a single voter issue
I
voter. You
know,
know.
I
So
know.
hot can't be all you're looking for.
I know.
You got Amy Klobuchar, which a lot of
Amy, go
conservatives
away.
they like her.
If you
go
want,
away.
if you want a lawyer, a political wonk.
You hear Gonzo? No one asked him for his information.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right. I also on the I don't know if you guys actually saw the go live video that I did, but I also promised that I was going to kind of keep my mouth shut. So
Hey,
that's
Steven.
about all I got to say. I'm not going to analyze these guys for you. You go ahead and do it yourself because it's all about you.
That's right. Don't mansplain to us our votes, Gonzo. We don't need that.
God, mansplaining.
Now we gotta drink again. Come on, slow down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, all right,
Brett, can you just get here before robots? So we, because
Yeah,
I'm gonna
where's-
need
where's
another
Brett?
beer soon.
I'm gonna have to go over there and close
He
the show
went.
in
I
about
thought
10
he
minutes because you
I
guys are gonna be on
thought
the
he popped in.
floor.
You got Deval Patrick not in the race anymore. I don't believe. And then my boo, who I stand for, is Bernie Sanders. Yes.
Back in USSR.
Y'all better back off. I was thinking about how I was gonna come into. If but there will be no slander towards Bernie today.
Hey, it's a free country.
Joe,
we will say whatever
Larry
we
David.
want.
Joe Sestak,
Curb
Tom
your
Steyer.
enthusiasm,
Larry
Gio. Curb your enthusiasm.
Elizabeth Warren,
Snicker.
She's Indian
Elizabeth
now.
Warren.
and
Hi, David Sutherland.
Marianne Williamson,
Those are his
Andrew
jokes.
Yang. These are all the
Poor
people
Andrew
on the
Yang.
Florida primary ballot, just FYI. So, out of all these people, Sharon, I was on you. Who would you go for?
Pete Buttigieg and Tulsi Gabbard.
What attracts you to Mayor Pete?
I like Pete only because
He's a conservative.
yeah, he's slightly conservative.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he's gay.
here's
It
my
makes
boo.
me warm and fuzzy inside.
Okay, that's
And,
some identity politics. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, identity of politics for sure. And I just like that he's young and maybe he could, if there were to be a Democrat running, I feel like he's the most sweetest.
Would you vote
He's
for him?
sweet.
Because
I would not.
He's leading the way with delegates.
he
We'll
is
get to
leading
that
the way.
in a second.
He is leading the way
With delegates, let's be clear, not with the popular vote. But
Well, here we go again.
hold on, Joanna.
Don't ask
If
me.
you could vote in the primaries, Obama's not in it. She said he was hot, so she would vote for him.
I used to think it was hot.
He is.
He
so
is. Yeah.
Thank you for your service, President Obama.
We miss you.
No, we don't.
Sorry, drink.
Bye bye.
Okay. Who?
I wouldn't vote for any of them.
None of those Democrats
Nope.
appeal to you? Yeah.
I think Buttigieg has. This is just my.
I'm
opinion.
surprised y'all don't like Bloomberg a little bit more.
No, Bloomberg is
A conservative.
a dressed up Trump.
yeah. Yeah.
He's totally a dressed up Trump. That's my opinion.
I thought you liked
Sorry.
Trump.
Yeah, that's I
Yeah,
thought-
Trump.
You
with
don't
the-
like
Trump a
Trump?
little.
You don't like Trump?
I don't like Trump's personality. I don't want to have coffee with Trump. Douchebag, exactly.
I'm not drinking. to
No,
that.
I just think he's a dressed up Trump. He's, you know,
No, I agree.
I just
Trump with money, if you will.
right a Trump with more money, and he's just. I don't like Bloomberg, and I don't think anyone else really likes.
You know
Bloomberg.
what?
I don't think anyone from.
Democrats like him, and it's weird because they're like
I think
skirting around making him run with
Yeah,
Hillary.
I think East
and I'll
Coast.
die.
I think.
I'll die.
I think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm jumping all over you, and I don't mean to do that. But I think New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California likes Bloomberg. Again, it's that New York mentality. I think, I think they're going to vote for anyone other than Trump. Is what's going to
Exactly.
win. Is what's going to be. The thing about Buttigieg, if I were a Democrat, and what I think is going to really. You know what I think his likability factor is, and please don't take this offensively because it's gonna come out wrong. I know it is, but I feel he has the same appeal that Obama had way back when 2008, well 2007 when he started running, is that people are gonna vote for him out of that.
Him being a first.
Yes.
I'm saying
Like-
I don't
like
mean
the
that
way
in
they
an
were-
offensive
No, but
way.
it's
And
true.
please
You're
don't
absolutely
listen to
right
it.
about
They
it.
tried to do
He's
that with
gay,
Hillary.
and
They're
I'm
doing-
open-minded,
Okay,
and I'm so woke, and look at me, how cool I am. 'cause
Hold
I'm
that
voting
thought.
for
You're
the gay guy.
absolutely
Hold
right.
that
And
thought.
that's what I feel
Sharon.
like.
You're
that's what that
absolutely
is.
We're gonna
right.
get
I'm
back to
sorry.
identity politics a little
Yes,
later.
okay, thank you.
Before I go and ask Gonzo about his, because at least I'll feel like someone with some sense is talking politics in the room. No offense, ladies.
No, that's okay. No, I get it.
Because I know we're gonna go in this chat room and they're gonna say something crazy. Let's see. Brett is a registered Democrat. I'm about to fall over in this goddamn chair. No way.
Brett who?
Brett, who are you going? Oh, I know. Yeah,
Brett
you
who?
said that
Redline
already.
Bernie.
Brett Morris.
Brett,
Redline Bernie.
I used to like you.
He's gonna do Tulsi.
All right.
I used to like you, Brett.
And then
I don't judge
Oh,
people on who they
a
vote
guy
for.
thing.
I just judge people on everything.
Joanna's not going to be voting. Not Joanna. Joe is not going to be voting for Joe Biden. And Steven says he's going to vote for whoever gets elected to legalize weed. And it looks like
Oh, that's fucking deep.
David, you don't want to put out there who you.
David puts
I
out
would
there
do
all
Tulsi.
the time.
That's so funny.
Do you mean
Stephen
you
Thomas.
would vote for her or you would do her? I'm not. Oh yeah, Brett, I'm with you on that.
Mayor Pete
is
is deep state puppet.
Manchurian candidate. Okay. No,
Wasn't that a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Gonzo. I'm curious to see who.
Let's
Gonzo-
vote for Gonzo. Gonzo
can you vote in
2020.
the primaries?
No, I cannot.
Why not?
I am
He's not.
Independent.
I am an independent. I am a no. What do they call it? No party
No affiliation.
NPI.
I was
no
that
party
until Bernie got in the race. Just.
Is
Right.
that independent kind of like lazy? Like
No.
No, they just don't want
Lazy?
to.
kind of just don't want to get involved.
I
in
think you're more
either.
lazy to affiliate yourself with the party because then you're beholden to that party and you
Right.
only vote with that party, and that's why we can't get rid of this fool.
So
we got in
explain
office now.
independent to me because I may not understand.
They refuse to say I'm a part of this party or this party. And I used to
Right.
do that, but I registered as a Democrat because I was like, before Bernie Sanders was ever, like this was when Obama
Okay,
was running the
I'm not-
second time. I
okay.
was like, why can't Bernie Sanders run?
Okay.
Yes, against Obama. That's how much I like this guy.
That is
No,
a
I'm not
perfect segue
stupid.
into
I do
identity
get what
politics.
independent
No,
may mean,
economic-
but I want to explain to me as far as politically affiliated with independent party. I mean,
There's
I get
no
I get
independent
it.
party. It just means you don't have an
Or
affiliation.
whatever, independent.
It means
whatever.
you're not registered.
So
with the
basically, you don't give
Republican-
a shit.
There should
it means
be
that
there should be a 3-party system now.
There should be a 5-party system.
there should be a.
5.
I think everyone
Basically, you're
should be able to
scared
vote in the
to
primary.
say who you want to vote for.
You should
Yeah,
be able to
sometimes you
vote.
go for a conservative, and sometimes you might go for a Democrat.
Basically, whoever has something better to offer, that's what you're
Exactly,
going to do.
and then
Okay.
you've got to understand that a lot of times people you're voting in not just your
The
national.
most convenient
But wait,
position there is.
You're also voting in your state elections and your local elections. So you might vote Republican in state and Democrat in national, or vice versa. Or you might just vote for whoever you think.
Yeah,
the
but
best
that
party-
calls for one thing to say: shit or get off the pot. This is like
let
the
me
most
just-
convenient position there is.
It's
Like whoever's got
you're
more
the
to
least
give me,
lazy 'cause
that's
you're
who I'm
gonna
going to
do the
vote
most
for.
research on all the
I
candidates.
love you, Gonzo.
You know. But anyway, so Gonzo, if you were gonna vote in the primary, if you were allowed to, who would you vote for?
Joanna, you grew up under a centralized socialist government, correct?
Gonzo, I didn't
As a
ask you that.
child?
Do not attack me now.
As a
Gonzo,
child?
we're not
No, I'm
there
just
yet.
asking you.
Yes.
As a child.
We're not
Yes.
there yet.
You grew up in super socialist, communist.
Yes.
You're a little too
Poland.
far ahead of
Yes.
us.
No, I'm
would
just
you
I'm
vote
getting
for?
to my point. I'm getting to my
Let him
point.
talk.
Okay.
Let the man speak.
That was a one-party system with several smaller parties that acted like they were like the Workers' Party, which
I was a
eventually.
kid. I don't
Right,
know, but
I-
yes.
oh,
Let's
okay,
say
but-
yes.
The point being is that we already have a centralized governmental system that has really truly only one group of people, and they both have different parties, and they both wear different hats. One wears a red hat, one wears a blue hat, and we're all being taken. As for the Democratic Party, as for the Democratic field, the person that I would vote for in the Democratic field would be Pete Buttigieg, only because I only want
conservative.
change right now. I want change for change's sake. Change for change's sake. Because you know what? It doesn't matter who they vote for. If a Democrat, it doesn't matter which Democrat it's going to be. If a Democrat gets elected, if a Democrat beats Trump, then you're going to get 4 years of bitching, at least, if not 8. Okay? It's just a fact of life now. You're going to get 4 years of bitching. And this guy, at least I think he is the kind of guy who legislatively and policy-wise will power through that crap. Okay? He'll power through it. Because he's had to deal with it in the town that he ran. He's had to deal with it in the state that that he lived in. Was it South Bend, Indiana, is it? Yeah, he's the mayor of South Bend,
I feel
South
like-
Bend, home of Notre Dame University. How conservative do you think that town is?
Kind of conservative, probably.
Okay, so I see him as a guy that would I
But
think
then
it was
again,
Dayton,
they
Ohio.
did elect him.
Is it
so
Dayton,
maybe-
Ohio? Somebody told me where Buttigieg was the mayor of Dayton, Ohio. Excuse me. The point is that it doesn't matter who gets elected from the Democratic side. You're just going to immediately hear screeching for at least 4 years.
David, I want to know who. Don't just say the best guy. Tell me a name. Who would you pick? Okay, so this is what I want to go through real quick.
Brett says Mayor Pete's a deep state puppet.
Yeah, I saw that. Independent is the way to go.
All right, now I'm just
Okay.
going to sit back here and shut my pie hole.
No.
Brett,
Oh.
that's so messed up.
Brett,
What did he say?
Brett is hysterical.
He said he registered
He's
as a
hysterical.
Democrat to be able to vote in the primary as a controlled opposition. So you're going to vote for Tulsi. Jerk.
Jerk. Jerk.
Okay, so this
You're
is
a
where
jerk.
we stand right now. I just want to go over these numbers real quick. So right now, Pete Buttigieg has 22 delegates. Bernie Sanders has 21 delegates.
Very
And
close.
then trailing far behind is Elizabeth Warren with 8, Klobuchar with 7, and Biden with 6. And this is how it translates into the popular vote. Remember, I said Pete has 22 delegates. He has 115,000 of the popular vote, whereas Bernie Sanders has 21 of the delegates, and he has 122,000 of the popular votes. Do you see? So the irony for me here is Hillary, when she lost, everyone's like, she won the popular vote, and Democrats are going to do that same thing again. They're pushing Pete on us, and I mean, if he wins, yes, he's better than Trump, but oh my God, y'all got to stop Democrats. That's why no one likes y'all. Like, I had someone trying to tell me, like, I shouldn't, like, why I'm black, I shouldn't trust the Democratic Party. Yeah, but I also shouldn't trust the Republican Party, because they're bad too. So, and it's scary because I'm not sure we're gonna be successful in this election.
Same assholes, different hat.
Trump right now,
Bingo, bango.
he got 31,000 more votes than Obama did in Iowa in 2012 when he was running for his second term, and in New Hampshire, his numbers doubled that of President Bush and Obama. So that's
Who gives
pretty
a
goddamn
shit
terrifying
what
to
Iowa
me.
thinks?
That is a victory.
So, would you say, Gonzo, that no one asked you to say?
Who gives a shit what Iowa thinks? And you know what? And I've been saying that for almost 40 years. Who gives a shit what Iowa thinks? Ever since I was a kid, and I became cognizant of politics,
We gotta do
and it was always
primaries
about
different.
Iowa gets to be the first first caucus.
Yeah, why-
Iowa is a
That should
who
rotate.
gives a
Why is
shit
Iowa
what
so
Farmer
important?
Bill says?
Seriously.
There's okay,
just-
really, who gives a flying
It's
shit?
pageantry. It's just pageantry.
Okay, and
What about like I don't know Montana?
another thing,
like
and-
why nobody never brings Montana up? Like
right, and
I mean,
speaking of Montana, and another thing,
Nebraska.
how come Montana gets 2 senators, but they got like 14 people in the whole fucking state?
exactly.
But you know why? Because
Okay.
you get the equal representation. You know.
Yeah, well, I think maybe there should be a certain
That's why you have
percentage.
the Congress where they have less.
Right.
It's
And
the
then you have the
electoral
Senate
college.
where they have
oh
equal.
my god, I hate this conversation so much. It makes my brain fucking
Okay,
hurt.
let's transition.
That's why I'm going to go back to keeping
So
my mouth
before
shut.
we transition, I just
Don't.
want to say, of course, y'all heard me. I stand for Bernie, but I hate
Back in
like, not a-
USSR.
Wait, I love the whole this whole thing with Bernie. I have to bring it up because I know you're a Bernie girl. With him sitting in first class, and the guy snapped the selfie with him sitting in, and he's like, you know, he got caught sitting in first class because, you know, and look, you're like, why? Why is that a problem? It's a problem because he bitches every chance he gets. The 1%.
liberals can't. They
The
can't. They
1%.
can't fly first class. They
The
can't have a.
1%. No. That's
They
not,
can't have a
no,
campaign
that's not
plane.
The point. No.
Like-
That's not the point. The point is the do as I say, not as I do bullshit. Listen, I'm all about.
I
first
don't
class,
remember Bernie
and I'm all
saying you
about
can't fly first class.
No,
That's just
Bernie
not been something
bitches
he
about
says.
about the 1%.
So the 1% have their own planes.
I saw that spider and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want Joanna to get freaked out.
Are you kidding me?
It was this big,
hate
that
spiders.
big, that big.
Hey,
The
I'm
biggest
sorry.
spider in the world.
My son used to have a tarantula,
He
so
should
I'm not
sit
gonna
in
freak out. I
economy
just
with the
don't-
rest of the little people that he's trying to pretend he is, which he is not.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
He's
He has
not-
3 houses. He's a millionaire, and he keeps now. He changed his conversation to billionaires.
That's still
the
middle
billionaires
class.
are the bad people.
That's still middle class
Millionaires-
these days.
Millionaires are the middle class.
That's
Yeah.
higher middle class. Yes, that's upper middle class. He is not a freaking corporate CEO that makes $20 million while his employees make $12 an hour, Sharon. So there's no way to compare him to those people because he rode in first class.
There is
Before
a
we get
spider
more into
on
this
the roof,
discussion,
on the ceiling.
like I said,
Sitting coach.
I stand for Bernie Sanders. That's who I think we should vote for. But a lot of people like Sharon, like Joanna, we've been having discussions.
Why should we vote
They
for
think
Bernie
that-
Sanders?
Can I get it out, ladies?
No.
They think he is a socialist,
Yeah.
and they think he is not just a socialist. They call him communist, and I think it's time for us to have a good lesson on economics.
I think we should, but
That's-
I don't. I don't
well-
think he's a communist because it's a totally different.
He's been-
category.
Rocket.
He's a socialist.
Yeah, I'm glad you
He
acknowledge
is.
that.
No,
But a lot
totally.
of
I've never said he's. I've never said he's a
Gonzo,
communist.
while you're up, will you bring?
I
it
know
up
the
here?
difference.
Yeah, 2, please.
God, my head hurts.
Yeah, I know, right?
You need
He is
a
a socialist,
painkiller.
though. He believes in government taking care of the people, spreading the wealth that people. Listen, if I made a company that employed 30,000 people, you damn fucking straight. I want my own jet plane. Get the fuck out of here. You damn straight. When people say they don't pay taxes, let me tell you how much taxes those people pay. They might not pay taxes on that company. I'm not an accountant, but you know how much taxes they pay on their people, on the people that work for them.
The income taxes.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the people.
So
and
what?
Every other thing. And
These corporations use our roads, and they use our resources too.
Fundamentally-
So they need to pay for our resources just like we do individually.
they believe me, if you sat down with every
GE paid no taxes one year. Like that's ridiculous. GE, General
GE
Electric,
does not pay taxes.
They
okay?
did one year. They
No,
didn't.
they-
It was
that's-
like
it's fundamentally inaccurate. I'm sorry that you're wrong, and I will go toe to toe with you on that. There's no
I'm
way
gonna have to
that
s-
GE sat there and they just didn't pay a dime in taxes.
This is why this is okay. Okay.
They did. They may not have paid
Oh, she
this
got it.
column of taxes, whatever the column may be. There's 42 columns.
But you're
there
saying
might be one column where they didn't pay.
because they paid income taxes for their employees' income, they paid taxes. No, yeah, they did. But GE uses our resources. They need to pay their corporate tax. You saying that no corporations need to pay tax?
No, I'm not
Okay,
saying
we're
no
getting
corporations.
We're getting
I
way
didn't
off.
say yeah.
got
We're
it.
getting way off. Okay, so like I was saying, Bernie's been branded a socialist, a communist.
So this is nothing.
at 7:32.
This is nothing.
This is
After
chaos.
the show, I tell you. What
Where
we
did the
have in
spider
my
go?
house.
Oh my
Dad,
God! Keep your feet up in the air,
Guess
girls.
who killed it?
I've got a good bug, man.
I'm gonna wait till we all regroup because this is a little
We-
too
we-
chaotic right
we-
now.
we're
This is not good radio.
Yeah, it's great
Smells nice
radio.
in here, though.
It's
There's a spider running around.
It's a-
Gio and I are having an
It's a
awesome
radio
conversation.
air
Where's
It's
our
a good.
Hey, Gonzo, where are our people that are? We have a lot of people.
Oh,
and
okay.
we
Hang
can't
on,
see
hang on,
them.
hang on. Sorry, I was on spider
Okay,
killing
here we
duty.
are.
I killed
Tony
a spider
Montana,
and I
a
liked it.
registered- Tony Montana. What?
David says he is a self-proclaimed socialist and he would recline his seat.
This should
Yeah,
be the
I
year
don't
people
understand
consider
why
third party, right? Third party.
I don't know why
Oh, throw your vote away now.
people hate Bernie so
Who would
much.
want
It's
Mr.
just-
Magoo as a president?
Jacob?
Is that what you call?
You know, I didn't even know who the libertarian candidate was. You know, I met Gary Johnson one year, Brett.
That's funny.
Yeah, I like hosted a debate for him in Houston once.
I would
It was
recline
crazy.
my seat
But
on
anyway,
Bernie. I love that story, by the way. We should talk about that for a minute.
no, well, we can.
I don't
but
know that
before
story.
before we get into that story, this is why it's irritating. It's like y'all don't listen to Bernie's message because you think just because he flew
Well, we
first
don't-
Well, give
class
it to
he's
us
a
really
hypocrite.
fast.
We're
What's
not
his
voting for
message?
No,
That's what I'm
before
saying.
we-
Why should we vote for Bernie Sanders?
Because he's been consistent all these years fighting for all of us to have health care. And now he's fighting for our labor. Like, he's always fought for labor. And he's
What do you mean,
partially-
fought for labor? What does that mean?
He's always fought for, like, the worker, the American worker, to have better wages.
So we're getting into.
No, we're
identity.
still on economics.
Oh my God.
But I can't even get the economics out because they keep bombarding me
No,
with questions
I want to
about
know.
Bernie Sanders.
So we're gonna have a free healthcare, and how are we gonna get this free healthcare? Who's fucking
it's
paying
not
for
free. It's paid for with our tax dollars that we all pay.
it? Okay.
We all pay into tax
So
dollars.
yeah, I saw a meme on Facebook. We should raise the minimum wage.
Meme.
We are all for workers. It's true though. So from $7 an hour, let's raise it to $15 per hour.
But then I'm going to tax
But then
the fuck
I'm
out
gonna
of you,
tax
so
the
you're only
fuck
getting
out of
$7
you, so you get
an
a
hour
free
when I'm
health
done.
care.
You know-
So you end up with $7 an
That
hour.
is so
Get the fuck
stupid.
out of here. That is so dumb.
You know what's dumb is that you
So
think you get the
stupid.
fuck taxed out of you at $15 an hour. You don't make shit.
You do. If
No,
you
you
have a free
don't.
health care,
You don't. You barely
who's
make.
paying for this fucking health care?
At $15 an hour, that's
It's
not
a
even
meme,
40
Gio.
grand
It's
a
a
year.
meme. It's a
You know
meme.
what you
It's a
pay on 40
metaphor.
grand a year?
It's
Y'all
a-
aren't thinking it through. That's why, because you think, oh yeah, like you're
Okay,
gonna get,
tell me who's paying for
you're
the
gonna
health
only
care.
make
So
$8 an hour.
how much are you
if
going to
you're
get taxed for the
They're not
health
gonna
care?
tax half of your income, Joanna. It's gonna be in your tax bracket. We already have that figured out. It's a progressive.
We
tax
have
bracket.
that figured out.
Yeah,
Who?
it's-
You and Bernie?
The United States of America has a progressive tax rate. You don't know that? It goes by what you make. The more you make, the more
Right.
you pay. So I
Right.
don't understand why
If
you
the more
think
you make, the more you pay. Then why is it a
$15 an hour
problem
still
for
ain't shit.
millionaires? And why are millionaires bad
It's a
people?
meme. It's metaphoric.
because the people
Because
that are
that's basically what it boils
the
down
people
to.
that are millionaires and billionaires are not paying their workers. They don't make that money on their own.
They're not paying their workers?
No, they pay them $8 an hour,
So,
and then they can't.
what's preventing the
Not the guy
workers
that
of
I'm
going
working
and getting
for.
their own business, making billions of dollars? That's capitalism.
So,
What's
Go
preventing
and
you from getting your own bit? Why don't you make $1 million?
I could. Well, I could if I
Why
if
don't
I
you?
aspired to. I never had any ambition to
Is
have
that
my own
easy?
business.
Do you know anyone who's done it? Because I'm sure you're not the only one that you know that's wanted to.
Listen,
do that.
everybody is
Like,
free.
it's not that
Everybody
easy.
is free to go and do whatever they
Chat
fucking
by
want.
people.
That's the
This
thing
is
about
the
it.
thing about this
Chat by-
country, that you can do whatever you want. And you can
That's-
become whatever you want.
that's
You
the-
want to talk about socialism?
That's the
You want to
fallacy
switch to
of
the
this
next
country.
topic? No, it is
That's the
not.
fallacy of the
No,
country
it is
because you
not.
have to have
You've never
access-
lived anywhere
You have
else.
to
You
have
have no
access
idea
to
what it's
things
like.
to give you that, like $1 million from your dad.
No, you have
That's
no.
why Donald Trump
dude,
is a
you have
rich,
no idea what it's
successful
like when you're
business.
born into a fucking
Not even
socialism.
successful.
When you're born into a fucking certain position, certain place in life, and you're gonna stay there. Sorry. And you're gonna stay there for the rest of your life because there is no other opportunities for you. That's
That
why people
happens here
leave
all the time.
No, it does not, Gio.
does too,
no,
Joanna.
it doesn't.
There are generations upon generations of people in poverty.
They have no ambition.
And y'all just
Because
want
they
to
don't
blame
is
get
such a
themselves up
bullshit.
by the bootstraps.
Because
That
the
is such a bullshit.
proverbial bootstrap.
No, that is such a
Okay,
bullshit.
wait.
That's why everybody leaves
But
and
you
come here.
physically cannot pick yourself up by the bootstrap.
Let's see.
That
pop
is
back.
such a
Great
bullshit.
movie. Okay, yeah.
If Mayor Pete can hang out in wine caves, then Bernie can fly first class.
Minimum wage jobs are for young
Weekend
students,
at
but
Bernie's.
adults make those at like.
The newspaper would make $20.
Y'all want
Bernie
people
Bloomberg.
to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. You're gonna have to get in that minimum wage job, and that's the false thing that people think. They think that those minimum wage jobs are for kids, but it's for a lot of adults. That
Yeah, for
um,
fucking lazy adults that don't want to educate themselves, that don't want to do anything fucking with themselves. They just gonna go work at Burger King
So
and fucking
judgmental.
bitch and complain about it. It's not a judgment. It's
You're like,
true.
go get a job. Okay, your
How
job's
is
not
it
good enough. You're
judgmental?
still lazy.
How is it judgmental?
They're working.
How is it judgmental?
They're working, and
At
they
fucking
still
for
need
minimum wage.
they
Who's
are
making them?
working-
Nobody is preventing
First of all,
them.
let's stop yelling
Wait
at
a
each
minute.
other.
Who's
Let's stop
preventing
yelling at each
them? Who
other.
is preventing them from going to get a better job? Who is stopping them?
Have you ever talked to them and asked them? You're asking
Yeah,
me.
I mean,
you're
yeah,
asking me.
no,
I,
but you,
I don't
okay,
have a minimum
wait,
wage
you
job.
making
I want
it,
them
you
to make
making
more.
it sound like somebody
I don't
is
think it's
telling
fair.
them no, you can't go
First
and
of
get
all,
another
this
job.
This is the bottom line. It is not fair to still pay people $8 an hour because everything else has raised but our income. That's not fair. And
No,
then
okay.
you don't have
I agree
these-
with that.
You don't have these caps with these people that can make how much they can make. They can make $100
So-
million and be paying their bottom line $8 an hour.
So
Tell
how
me
giving
that's
us
fair.
how giving us a free healthcare is going to change that? Explain this to me.
It gives you more disposable income to put into the market.
What?
True that.
You have more disposable income to put into the market. You don't have to pay for your health care. You're spending that money on something else, something that someone can capitalize off
Like
of.
they're going to give it to the workers? You really believe that?
It's already your money.
No, she's saying that the workers have money, Joanna.
Yeah.
That us, me and you, and Gio and Gonzo.
Someone
we-
Right.
makes my health
Yeah, like
care,
watch
I
it-
know.
watch it- watch it
That's
happen.
like $500 extra a month of disposable income. A lot of us would have, and if you have a family, it could be $2,000. You
But
know,
I what I feel like regarding healthcare is, this is just my opinion, is I don't think it's a terrible thing to expect a person to pay something for healthcare.
Why can't it come out of your taxes that you pay already? That's the thing. We all pay those if you're working. If you're able to work, you're usually working, and it may be for fucking only $7.50 an hour, or it could be.
If they're going to charge
you know,
if they're going to take it out of your taxes, whatever that cost may be. For instance, perhaps it would be $25 a week, which would make it $100 a month. Which, I'm saying that perhaps to give people a different ability to choose the healthcare program that they would like to have. Like someone like me, who's relatively healthy, I don't have issues. I only need my yearly, what do you call that, examination, and I take 3 different prescriptions. So I personally don't need a big bazillion dollar program. So $100 a month, I think, is a fair amount of money. I don't have any children that I'm responsible for. I don't have.
It's not like
so
it's
I'm saying that they should have maybe a 3-tier thing. You know, one's $100, one's $200, one's $300.
I don't think y'all understand
People
how it goes.
spending
It's
$3,000
not like
a
that.
month on healthcare is ridiculous.
Sharon, it doesn't work like that. It
Well,
works
I
like
know
this.
that.
It works. This is how it works. We're already putting money into Medicare, right? Maybe that goes up a little bit. Maybe your taxes don't even go up. I can't remember what Bernie's plan is, because you can easily. This is the thing.
But I don't get Medicare.
The United States could easily divert a lot of money from its fucking military program
Oh, for
And
fuck's
people-
sake!
old people
Stop
get
with the
Medicare.
military
and pay
program.
for our health care.
Who gets Medicare? Old people, sick people, and people on welfare. And
So-
Medicaid.
Yeah, that's
I
why
don't get any of those
it's
things.
it's
Well,
expansion. It's Medicare
I have a
for all.
question.
So we're all paying into it already, and you don't get it until you're old. But now it's going to be, if Bernie wins, you get it. You know, and that's the thing, that the beauty
our
about
taxes go
America,
up.
the taxes won't go up that much. They really actually won't. It's actually cost less, because the way his plan works. I can't remember exactly. I should have researched it, but
Yeah.
I didn't think
You
we were
should
talking
have.
about
And
healthcare.
you really believe, and I'm not. I know you're going to take this as an attack on you and Mr. Bernie. You really believe that all these health insurance companies are just going to go right along with it?
They
And
need
they're
to.
gonna be like,
they're
"Whoo!"
they're the problem.
Okay. And where do you think?
And this is okay. This
and
is
where-
a good transition. I've been trying to get into economics, right? This is why that I want to talk about economics. So before we get into it, capitalism. I wrote the definition down. Okay, countries, the production is controlled by individuals for profit. Okay, in socialism, the means of production, distribution, and exchange is controlled by the collective. Okay, which is good in some situations. Joanna, can I finish?
Where'd you get that definition from?
No, I'm laughing at which
Where
is
did you get
good.
that
That was-
definition
I'm
from?
laughing at which
The
is
dictionary?
good. I'm not laughing at the idea. The
Well,
idea,
the definition
you know
I
what?
got, it was-
I
Socialist.
didn't even finish.
It's a
lady.
utopia.
Can I fucking
government.
No.
finish,
The
please?
government.
The idea,
I'm
it's
so
a
irritated.
utopia.
Government control.
I just
You
want
knew
to
it was
touch-
going to be
I
irritating.
just
You
wanted
come
to
up with all this. You
talk
knew
about
it was going to be
communism.
like that.
I'm just trying to get through every subject.
You
And-
knew it was going to be like that.
So, and when it's communism, all property is publicly owned. Each person is worked and paid accordingly by need and ability. So, this is how I break it down. I always say this. I believe a blended economic system is best. No, I don't think we should be a completely socialist country or a completely communist or a completely capitalist country. I think for things like makeup or, jewelry, fuck, yeah, that's capitalist. Do it for profit, but pay your workers, your laborers fairly. I'm big on labor too.
Me too.
Socialism. Social Security. That means we all put money in there and it's controlled by the collective. We all need health care. I don't care if you need more health care than me. I'm still putting it, right? And then when it comes to communism, the one thing that I've ever liked that was communist was called a co-op. And it was a co-op business, and that's how it was ran. Everybody that worked for the company owned the company. And they all controlled it, and they were all paid according to need and ability. So I think I would like to see.
So buy a stock.
One last thing, I'd like to.
And you own the
finish,
company.
Joanna.
You got a stake in company.
I'd like-
Buy a stock.
I'd like to see. That's exactly what a co-op is. You all have stock in it because your
you
labor
can
gives
still
you-
do it.
Your labor gives you stock, but I'd
can
like
still
to
do
see
it.
more companies like this, because then you'd have that income inequality come down. You know what I'm saying? That would help with that. But, I don't propose that we go straight socialist. Neither does Bernie Sanders, And he's not a communist. So that's really what I wanted to get out about economics. Before we go into
But what do you think the
identity
stock market
politics.
is? I'm just
That's
curious.
boogeyman rhetoric. Socialism being bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's boogeyman rhetoric.
Why is it boogeyman rhetoric?
Because you have to turn large groups of people against the idea, even though it might be in their best interests. You get people to vote against their own best basic interests. Now, do I think that socialism in its purest form, in its purest Marxist form, its Marxist communist form, not for us, not for the United States,
Maybe not for reality.
not for reality.
It's a utopian state.
But
I
it's
mean-
also a centralized, controlled governmental state, and nope.
You guys
nope.
never go for it.
No,
You
we'll never
hate
go
it.
for it. But we already have a lot
I
of
think-
socialist programs in place, and all that Bernie and any of these other Elizabeth Warren and anybody else
Make
who
'em
is
better.
also on board with this socialized medicine.
Education.
And education. They're not these crazy red star socialists that everybody wants to, shake the woogie boogie, the Stalin doll, and everybody's like, woogie boogie, it's gonna be that. No, it's not. It's not gonna be the assholes that you grew up under in Poland. It's not gonna be them.
And everyone acts like it's failed. Let me just say,
It is failed. It has failed.
It
There
has
is-
not failed China.
Jill,
They are
right-
the
right-
strongest nation in the world right now.
Are you fucking- are you
as a
fucking
dominant
kidding me?
centralized governmental system, it does fail. But there are instances, right? Well, with China, they have totalitarian control. Okay, they have a
That's
they have a
not what I
two-party
understand.
system. But they have
China
No,
is
they
communist.
don't have a two-party
They do. They control.
No,
the-
they have plenty of labor parties.
They control
and they
fucking
all
population.
toe
You
the
can't
line.
have more than 2
I don't
children
know.
or
It's
one
hard to
child.
know. Let me
What
just
is
say
wrong
this.
with you?
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with me. It's hard to believe the propaganda that I'm fed by the U.S. government about these systems because they had the Cold War and they've been doing it since. That's why. So I have a friend that lived in China that has studied all of these
Unbelievable.
systems, and I listen to him and I trust him on what he says. Now I have told him he's a China apologist. I will just say that.
China apologist.
Yeah, but me and him have talked, and he's given me some criticisms on the side, but he doesn't like doing it publicly because we already have these fucking fucked up views
Right.
about China and communism. So it just baffles me that people want to kill people and hate people so much over economic theories. Like, it's crazy. Like, they hate Bernie. They
It's
think he's
because
gonna.
socialism and communism,
It's 'cause of the propaganda.
are boogeyman
No.
rhetoric.
Let me
Okay,
tell you something.
woogie
Can I?
And let me
can
just say this: the Black Panther Party.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
They sided with the communists during the Cold War. They did.
Let me
You know
tell
why?
you.
Because we couldn't get rights here.
Let me tell you
Let's-
something.
let's listen
Let
to
me
somebody
tell
who
you
lived under
something.
socialism.
Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, might as well
Tell
drink
us
to
how
that.
bad Poland was.
Poland was not communist. Poland was socialist.
Socialist.
Yeah, how bad was it?
Okay, this is what
Why
happened.
wouldn't I want to live there?
This is what happened. This is exactly what happened. When I grew up, as far from when I remember, everybody gets their equal share of everything. Okay? No matter what you do, you work, you don't work, you still get yours. Which, yay, fucking dream come true. Heaven on earth.
Socialized medicine.
Yeah, go to work, you got free healthcare, you got free education, nobody ever pays for college.
Right.
You got everything for free. Okay? So years go by, years go by, years go by. Socialism, a system that makes production for use, for consumption, not for creating wealth.
Right.
Well, you know what? There's going to be an end to it. Because you're not creating wealth. You're consuming. You're consuming what you're creating.
Right.
So one morning, we all fucking woke up. Okay, the 2 TV channels that we have that were actually government control, even though it was not communism, were gone. We're turning our TV on. There is a fucking military dude on TV telling us, I'm sorry, folks, we have a martial law from now on. The fun is over. You have a curfew, blah, blah, blah. Wait till the further notice.
Why?
And
And if you see that fucker Lech Walesa
Wait a
anywhere,
minute.
send him to us.
Wait a minute, but that was it. That was why, because solidarity came in. They were like, that's it. Because what was happening, the economic crisis was hitting. Okay, they knew this. We didn't know this. Once the economic crisis hit, we got fucking coupons, talons for our food, for our toilet paper, for our necessities. Okay,
Why did y'all get hit with the economic crisis?
we did?
Why?
Why? She's asking.
Because we were consuming what
More
we
than you were
had,
producing?
not producing, and everybody was getting their fair equal share, but people weren't doing the work that they were supposed to. It's a human nature.
not
Why
being
would they? They're
rewarded.
getting their shit.
Right.
They're getting their free pay. They're getting their shit. It's all
nature.
fucking equal for everybody. That's socialism. So we ran out of shit.
Careful with your beer.
Yeah, thank you.
So you
we
can't
ran,
be
we
lazy
ran out of
socialist,
shit.
right?
So what happened was, just wait. You're gonna bring it here. I'm not saying it's gonna happen right away. It took years. When
10
you
years,
when you
that's
can't see
Venezuela.
a fucking banana in the grocery store, when you can't see an orange, when you fucking run out of a toilet paper before the month is up, and you got to fucking crumple Washington Post to make it soft to wipe your ass because you're out of toilet paper, you're gonna fucking regret it.
But did you
that's
die,
what
Joanna?
happens, okay? Pardon
Did
me?
you die?
No, I didn't.
wasn't
die.
that bad
Is
then.
that what you want?
Wow.
It wasn't.
But you,
Die?
no,
That's not
capitalism-
no,
that
you know what? No, I
Capitalism's
didn't
killing
die.
us.
I didn't die.
Capitalism kills, like,
listen,
people
I didn't
die in the
die.
hospitals all
I
the
didn't
time.
die. I came to America.
Okay. Well,
Just so I don't have to crumple a fucking newspaper to wipe my ass. So now I have fucking 25 different brands of toilet paper,
Now she's
perfumed
got people
ones.
wanting socialism.
Yeah, and now I gotta put
And
up with this
that's why-
shit to listen to this fucking sick nonsense that from people that don't even fucking know what they're talking
well,
about.
I think
They've
it's
never
because you don't know
experienced
what
it.
they're talking about. No one is saying we want to change America to
Yeah, you
complete
do. You say
socialist-
it all the time.
No, we just want
and you
some
have
socialism.
no fucking idea. Listen
Education,
to me. Listen to me.
healthcare,
Listen to me.
prisons.
I went to Hungary when I was 15
I don't
years
care
old.
if makeup socialist.
Listen to me.
like,
I went to
everyone doesn't
Hungary.
need
Let me
access to
finish.
makeup.
I went to Hungary when I was 15 years old. And like I said, Poland was progressive in the way. So we go to Hungary and we deal with all these fucking communist little countries that came for the same excursion that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Romanians, the Bulgarians, the
Say,
Russians.
comrade.
They had fucking curfew. They couldn't fucking step out of their hotel.
Joanna has no clue what
Those
she's
don't.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
like,
Like who? Who said that?
Wow. Stephen Thomas.
Shots fired.
Who's
shots
Stephen
fired.
Thomas?
That you know who he is.
he's always in our chat room.
I don't know who
Yeah.
Stephen
Okay.
Thomas is, and I don't
He's
give a
the
fuck.
one who likes
I,
to say
I
things.
lived there. He didn't. So fuck him. Fuck you, Stephen Thomas. Go fuck yourself.
He's the one who started him with me a couple of
Don't
weeks
treat our
ago.
guests like
I will treat him, guys. He's going to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I fucking lived there.
I do agree.
I
Let's
was
talk
born
about
there and I lived there.
coronavirus. That's always
Okay,
cheerful.
no. What I wanted to do actually. Thank you, Joanna.
You
for
want to
sh-
be controlled?
Nobody's getting on a raft to Poland.
Thank-
That's hysterical.
Well, yeah, I hope not. I hope not.
Joanna,
I
thank
hope
you for
not.
sharing your socialist experiences, but it doesn't take
Ladies,
away.
calm down, have a
wait,
drink.
it doesn't take away from the fact that the top countries
Who's
to live
welcome to
in
leave
in the
the
world
US? Why?
are socialist.
They
I
are.
am just
Oh my
saying.
God, Sharon! I
Joanna,
told you she was
I
gonna say
sent you
that.
current
What?
information
We talked about
for
it.
that.
We talked about it. I told you she
Sweden-
was going to
Sweden's
say
pretty
that.
dope.
The
She's, like,
top
telling on me.
countries in the
Sweden's
Poland,
pretty
in the
dope.
world to live in
Denmark's
are
pretty dope.
socialist.
Oh,
I told you
Thank
that.
you.
I'm just trying. I'm telling
Okay.
you, Sweden's pretty dope. Denmark's pretty dope.
They're not
So-
socialist. They're fucking free market economy. It's
the-
nothing to do with
Sweden
socialist.
Sweden is a
I
hybrid.
just looked it up when I was
It's a
sitting in the
hybrid-
car
it's a
coming here to
hybrid
make sure.
government.
They're not socialist.
free market.
Free market. What's
They're
wrong
like
with
what
you?
I'm proposing, and
They're
that's a
not
hybrid.
socialist.
But they have a ton of socialized.
You can't-
They have
you-
ton,
you
their
gotta give it to
medicine
them
is
and don't tell them
socialized.
They have welfare system.
So-
Okay, if you
okay.
want to get on welfare, go
That's
to fucking
fine.
Are you
Sweden.
going to be able to get Social Security?
Yeah. So will you.
She's a postal
if you're
worker.
putting,
You know that's
if you're putting
socialism,
away
right?
for it.
That's socialism.
Yeah, but it's been in America before fucking Bernie
social's
Sanders
right
came
in
up with
it.
his fucking
so is
nonsense.
Medicare.
Yeah, what? Did it just start with Bernie Sanders or has it been
No,
going on
that,
for
but,
years
but
and
it's
years
all
and years?
socialism, and y'all are like outraged that Bernie's proposing to like extend it to everyone. That's crazy. Anyway, okay, so
You know what? You're mixing fucking
We're
things.
not gonna have it-
You're mixing things right now. That what the fuck, Gio? Social Security and Medicare or Medicaid, whatever. It's been in the works like forever,
but
like
Bernie-
way before
Bernie
I even came
Sanders
here.
healthcare is
so.
just
Can't live on
Medicare
Social
for all.
Security.
Medicare for all.
Can't live on
I
Social
suggest you
Security.
get your little
Andrew
phone.
Yang was the one that was trying
Listen,
to give us a
I
whole
suggest you
salary.
get your little phone and where you get all your information from, your internet, you look up right now Sweden's economy, Denmark's economic system,
what
and
does
you
it
see,
say?
and it says it's a free market economy.
Does it say
and it's-
capitalist or
yes.
does it say socialist?
As a matter of fact, it does.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Please do it.
While I'm transitioning into our last topic, and that
is the last
when it
topic?
comes to politics, it's not just all like economics and healthcare and climate change. There's a lot of identity politics, and I have not seen the Democrats really playing too much identity politics. They did a lot last year because they really wanted a woman president, and it's like you said with Pete Buttigieg. That's gonna come into play
Oh, yeah.
in the
Big time.
because he is
I
he's gay, and you already heard Rush Limbaugh talking shit this week, and
didn't,
the
but-
president popped in and said something. So I wanted to talk about that. Are there any identity politic issues that appeal to you guys?
What is our last topic?
It's identity politics. What I'm talking about right now.
That means when you pick someone
because they're a
purely based
woman,
it's
or
a
because they're
woman,
gay, or
he's
because they're
gay, or he's
black.
or
That
What
was
team
that
are
wasn't
you
our
on?
last topic.
you know,
It was we're gonna get into trans. That's part of identity politics. Yes.
as opposed to choosing party or just, oh my gosh, their qualities.
So what I'm just looking up Sweden's
Yeah,
economy,
please do.
like Joanna wanted me to. But real quick, like, are there any identity politic issues at play? Like Joanna, Sharon, you said that you like Mayor Pete because he
I do.
is gay.
I do. I like that. I like his open-mindedness. Is what is appealing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know much about him, and again, maybe because I'm not
There,
a
I just
Democrat,
want-
and
I-
so
I
I'm
had
not
it because I
as
looked it up.
interested
Read it.
in Democrat nominees or hopefuls
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever
what-
word you want to use. So I'm not that invested in what they stand for. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I'm being
I
honest
like
with
that.
you. But I think that he will have more mass appeal when it comes down when this race starts narrowing and there are less candidates.
It's interesting to me that, like,
I think-
I wonder if he's gonna do better than Hillary. Like, are we more ready for a gay man than a woman president? You know?
No,
Yes.
no.
I think the answer is that. You know what? I don't know about that. I don't know
Just
what.
because it makes old straight conservative men uncomfortable as fuck. Yes, I love anything that makes old straight conservative men uncomfortable.
Well,
That
the
shit is
question was,
hilarious. to me.
Either or would, like,
Either,
a woman
you know,
or a
who's-
gay man. But it
yeah.
seems like, maybe, I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. I just hope that we don't have to and Bernie wins the primary. But
I find that people just like to pat themselves on the back, like, look how woke I am.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
I'm just,
You know,
I'm
I
just
like
spiteful.
Bernie because he don't play that shit. You know, he's
I'm
like
just
economics.
Well, I'm not talking about the
Climate
candidates.
change,
I'm talking
yeah.
about voters. I'm talking about voters when
Oh,
they
okay.
make a decision to vote. I think they, it's like the white apologists. I'm sorry, I'm white. Like what? What?
How dare you?
Like you're an asshole. Why would you say that? And it's because look at me. Like
Honky bitch.
Pandering.
Like, it's so
Like pandering
all-
to the public opinion, whatever,
pandering,
yeah.
and I don't know. We'll see
Asshole.
what happens. I mean, I'm really curious to see what happens. I'm going to say this again. I say it all the time to anyone who asks me. I respect everyone's choice. I do. And it doesn't matter to me who you vote for, or Joanna, or Gonzo. It really doesn't. I really don't care. I could give two fucks. I know who I'm going to vote for, and that's that. Because I respect everyone's choice. That's me. I wish everyone else felt the same way. There'd be a lot less discord and a lot more peace. But most people are so concerned with force feeding their opinions on everybody else. It makes me sick.
You think, like, the identity politics, it's worse coming from everyone else, not necessarily the candidates, right? Or do you feel like the candidates kind of pander to the identity politics?
I think it goes both ways.
Because I think Trump definitely panders to identity politics.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
He definitely
he knows
of
who his
course.
base is.
He knows who his base is, but
Yeah, I
don't
think
all
they all
politicians
do. Don't they
play
all
to their
do?
base?
Yeah, exactly.
Most politicians play to their base. That's
But
politics.
that's when you get dangerous, because when your base is old white men and you're playing to them,
Listen,
that's how you come off. sounding
Bernie's
like-
an old white man.
that's-
Biden's an old white
but that's
man.
not his
There's
base.
tons of old white men. It doesn't
Your
matter.
base is not
If your
old white
nominees are all old white men, I'm sorry. The argument falls short. I'm sorry.
It's true.
May I
Yeah.
address the millennials and Generation Z for a moment?
Is it,
Millennials?
Do you consider that an identity for identity
Yes,
politics?
yes, I sure do. And
Generation Z shouldn't
they are
even
a
speak.
large
That's why I'm-
generational voting bloc. Okay, and I suggest to them that if they are so upset about 77-year-old men, white men running the country, I suggest they do the democratic thing and vote them out and stop polluting my social media.
Thank you.
How
That's
about
why
that?
I just don't
Thank
think.
you.
That's why it
Vote
drives.
them out.
That's why identity politics drives me crazy, because that's going to lead us to not have the best candidate in this case, because it is the old white man. I'm sorry.
Right. But if I'm hearing all this bitching about the old white men from these, and I mean, okay, chronologically the second oldest person in the room. All right. She's on the boomer side of the line. I'm on the Gen X side of the line. And I can tell you, and I've been telling people this for years, I said, you don't like it? Get your shit together and vote it out. The democratic process still works, although that anomaly in 2016 still boggles my mind. But that's part of the process, okay? Because the electoral college exists because the founding fathers wanted to make sure that everybody in the country was representative.
That's right.
Okay, we represented
Exactly.
in Wyoming
That's
or
right.
represented in New York State.
Or in
They
Montana.
wanted to make sure that everybody was represented. And although it is flawed and it could use some changes, but only tweaks, nothing radical. Okay, but if people i.e., Generation Z and the millennial generation, we're talking about kids from 18 to 40. Adults from 18 to 40, men and women. You want to bitch about it? Do something about it.
Exactly.
Period. Okay?
I really hope we do something about it, guys.
mean-
I can't handle it.
Show me,
I have
exactly.
to rage too much.
Show me. Hey,
And I will continue to rage
I'm
because
tolerating
no
Meemaw
justice,
and Pop
no
Pop's
peace.
guy. That's who President Meemaw and Pop Pop voted this guy in. Okay?
Not
Let's
mine.
face facts.
Not mine.
I understand, but Meemaw and Pop Pop voted this guy in.
Okay.
The Fox generation voted this guy in. The pissed off Bernie bros voted this guy in.
No,
Okay?
they didn't.
Yeah,
Do
they,
not
they
blame them.
sandbagged the shit out of the country.
No,
okay?
the
And you better
Electoral
hope they-
College did,
and
Gonzo.
You better hope they sandbag it back the other way.
Because she had the popular vote. But you know what? She got what she deserved because she did it to him.
I know. Hubris.
Hey.
Hubris. It was hubris on her part. She fucked it up. She dropped the ball.
Anyone feel like Bloomberg is his choice of her as a running mate is kind of a
He's trolling.
odd thing?
What, Hillary is his running mate?
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious.
It would be
I-
it would be
that
I will
would be
hilarious.
follow
so
her.
funny.
Wait till after Super Tuesday,
That's
guys.
why I made that meme. You didn't
Yeah.
see the meme I made? I
Guys,
made
wait
a
till
meme.
after
And-
Super
and-
Tuesday, and,
and-
we'll see where the Democrats are at, because that's going to be the real
And
bellwether for
don't
you.
you think that he would like? I don't feel his heart is in it. I don't think he's running for any reason other than just to get rid of Trump. And I feel like he would immediately step aside and let her be the fucking president. And I think this
Yeah,
is
no,
the
no,
goal.
I don't think he would
I
do
think
that.
this is the
He's got
ultimate
too-
goal.
He's got too big
Total
of an ego.
conspiracy
He's got
theory.
too big of an ego.
Total conspiracy
He's got
theory.
too big of an ego.
But I think
Too
she's
big of an
so
ego.
that they have had her like up on this.
Yeah.
For you know,
I'm surprised nobody shit on Trump yet for making fun of Bloomberg's being short.
they're all
I mean, he
mad.
makes
They
fun of
have?
everybody. So.
Yeah, I'm
Mini
I'm
Mike.
really surprised. I was just waiting
I
for
love how
it.
everyone came out and said he's 5'9". I'm like 5'9". The dude's 5'4".
Yeah.
I think
That-
I'm
that,
taller.
But
than
when
him.
I heard the
no.
comments about Trump making fun of him,
Trump
like being
lied.
short and stuff,
Trump lied. It
my
was
first
like-
reaction was like, Donnie, don't do it. They hate you already.
Little
He
Mikey
was saying that-
Bloomberg.
Yeah. I was
He
like,
needs
yeah, he needs a box
a
to
box
stand
to
on
stand
or
on,
something.
it's a-
I was like, oh my god.
Speaking of box, the soapbox. I want you guys to each do a soapbox. Pick a topic and rant about it
You know
for
I'll
3
do it.
minutes
I
or
already
less.
was
don't
like-
we always
Well,
do
you guys
that?
got it out here, but
we always
maybe
do
like
that?
something else.
bring our people up.
Okay.
You got to give
Bring
us
the
a
people.
topic. Yeah,
I
let's.
love-
We're gonna
wanna
pop
talk to
into
that.
our chat room
Jennifer,
one
wanna
last
talk
time.
to that.
Thank you, Pete.
Peter,
Generation
that's funny.
Z.
That's
And
funny.
Pete knows. Listen, Pete Koukouris is one of my oldest and closest friends. Okay, yes, my friends actually watch this show, and Pete and I have vigorous
David, that was
debates.
very mild.
Okay, we smoke cigars and we harumph on his back porch. I'm sure his neighbors are eventually they're sick of it, but we get into it because Pete has a little bit of he's the more conservative version of me.
Well,
where
he
I
looks
lean
like he's at
liberal,
least
he
smart
leans
enough
to-
not to vote for Trump because he
Right.
says fans.
I
want to
see that. I wanna see that comment.
No, he supports Trump.
Oh,
That's
he's
not
a
the
fan
point.
of the
Gonzo.
Apprentice. Then.
He is
Oh,
he is a
Jesus
fan
Christ.
of he is a fan of the results of what Trump is doing. Okay, he is
Yeah.
because
Destroying the country?
he works in the
it's
construction
about
industry. He is a
Bingo.
higher above middle management.
Me too.
Okay, what is it, Pete? Project director.
Project
Peter,
manager.
Yeah, project manager. Okay, he is the guy that makes sure that the building gets built. So
Right.
he sees direct benefit of that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
You know
the
what?
uptick in activity.
Because he's in upper level management. He's not down here with the people
no.
making $8 an hour. That's why.
Gonzo, go
So
back.
No offense, Pete.
Go
No
back in the
offense.
comments.
I'm
Can
just
I see
saying.
the comments from
Yeah,
before?
Yeah, but you know what?
I
I want to
guy-
see the
can I
guy
tell
that
you
said, "I don't
something?
know what I'm talking about."
Can I tell you something, Gio?
I'm offended.
A
Yeah.
guy working at Burger King right now can go right onto any job site and get a job. And I'm in it. And
No.
I can tell you right now, we're desperate for workers.
Scroll it
and
back.
So
How much
Any-
does your job pay an hour?
they start out at 17, 18
Gonzo.
that's starting.
It's a matter of
Don't
education and
It's
skill.
not
The
even
reason why we don't have
education.
complete
Show up
employment.
It's
with
not
the
just
ability-
that; it's access. People don't have rides.
That's
People
true.
don't have this.
That's
They don't
true.
have
Joe
that.
Filet
You know,
Mignon,
like,
Can't
thank
take a
you
bus?
very much.
Project
Did you guys see what
Superintendent.
Joe Filet Mignon said? On the lighter note, the ladies look beautiful tonight.
yes, thank you. Joe.
Thank you, Joe Filet Mignon.
I didn't
All right,
see
guys.
that.
This conversation, I am done with it. My head hurts. It's allergies. not my
Gonzo, can you
girls-
Oh, it's
scroll back?
8:06. Holy
not my
cow.
girls' politics, but
Holy cow, it's 8:06.
Yo, thank you for joining
Wow,
us
thank
this
you.
week,
I could just keep
We
talking.
didn't
Hey,
talk
tell
about-
everybody about the,
we
the
didn't talk
schedule, the
about-
show schedule.
guys. We need you to support Gonzo Radio, not just our show.
Yes.
Network.
The network, okay? He's got the sports desk for you guys that get so emotional about sports on Sunday at 11.
You should have Joe on.
And then we have our chat fight on Sunday at 7 and Gonzo Radio podcast with Sam Singh. I just look at Sam Singh's boobs every show. Keep doing that, Sam. I love it. At 8 p.m.
We'll have you back on as
Man.
a guest. She loves you.
Oh, really? Please. I like really enjoyed y'all's show last week with David.
We
and
all
Nadine.
did. Yeah, that was.
They got
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
toe up.
That was.
And David. Whew.
That was a good show.
David, I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna give you a hard time. And then the Soapbox is a new show that you're gonna want to get in on.
Scotch.
Tell us more about it.
What is the soapbox?
The soapbox is I'm going to give you a one single shot close up you looking right into the camera. You have 3 minutes or less to go off like a fucking bomb and talk about whatever it is that pisses you off.
This grinds my
What
gears.
grinds my gears, what burns my ass, what pisses me off. I mean, if you want to go on and for 2 minutes and 58 seconds, you just want to scream about how Bernie is an idiot or scream about how Trump likes to, well, he does like to
I'll
grab
come
pussies.
for you if
I
you
mean,
talk
you
about
want to
Bernie.
you want to scream about road rage. You want to scream about whatever it is. You want to lay it down. But I can't have everybody do Trump. I can't have everybody do political figures. We have to have different things. And I know there's a whole bunch of different things.
How
Ted
about
Cruz.
how about boyfriends?
Okay, there you go, guys. I would love to have a woman come and just lay guys out. Let them have it, and encourage everybody to check out TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok is it.
Follow Gonzo on TikTok,
Yes.
guys. I'm gonna
TikTok,
make
TikTok.
a real effort to get into TikTok. I just can't figure it out.
What is
It's
it?
easy.
I thought it's like
easy
a
as
two.
hell.
It's like a.
I can't
Yeah,
do.
but
I
it's
can't.
always asking me to
You just
post
do
a
one
song.
I-
and
I
stuff.
can't do
I
the
have to?
soapbox.
Like,
Post
I
a
don't
what?
get it.
a song.
You
I
don't
don't
have
know.
to. You don't have to post anything. You it's I operate it all the time. I do whatever
I'll
the fuck
figure
I
it out.
want.
I know
on
I
it.
What do
can
you
figure it out.
do?
It's 15 30 second or 1 minute videos or slideshows. I do a lot of slideshows. They come with their own music backgrounds, their own background musics that you can choose, and it's actually quite a nice selection of stuff too. Of course, they have all the bells and whistles with the filters and the
But
text.
do you have to
and,
be technologically
do you know how to
adept?
operate Instagram, right?
Barely.
Okay, well there you go. Then you'll be able to operate TikTok.
Okay, guys. Let's wrap it up because, like I said, my
it up.
my head hurts.
All right, hit 'em with the
I
socials.
can't do the soapbox because
Does-
I don't scream.
Does
and
anyone
rave.
have any
you
shows
do.
before
I
we
do
do social?
not.
Yes.
Anybody-
Shows.
anybody got shows
I know you
coming
guys
up?
are going to Mad Robot right after this, right?
We're going to
Shipwreckers.
We're gonna,
Oh,
ship-
no.
oh,
I can
don't
do
know.
Mad Robot maybe. My head is hurt. I might just go home.
Shipwreckers?
We'll
Well,
see.
Jim
Why
Patterson, my guest tomorrow night, Jim Patterson, he's showing his movie there tonight.
Where?
He's got a short film.
Not
at
tonight.
No, that's next
Not
week.
tonight.
Oh, it's next Sunday night?
It's next Saturday.
Are you sure?
right?
Next
Isn't it on
Saturday?
Like
Short
23rd.
film. Where? What?
Oh,
The
Funeral?
funeral
that's
Where is
even
he
better.
showing it?
at the robot.
That's even better. Then we
When?
can shill it. We'll shill it tomorrow night.
On the
you can.
23rd.
And I've seen
Okay.
it. It's pretty funny. And guess what? You know, our chat fight co-host that sat in for Sharon the first time, Stacey Steele, is in it. Oh, and Jackie's in it.
And Jackie, yeah,
show.
Jackie's
And
in it.
Jackie's in
Wow.
it. And David. No, David's
No,
not in it.
no.
Never mind. Okay. So,
Okay, let's say goodbye to our fans. Say
guys,
say bye, everybody.
we freaking love
Can
you.
you scroll it back
love
really
you all.
quick?
David, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Because.
I'm gonna fuck you up, David.
Why are you gonna fuck David up?
Look at
Stay
that.
off
Look at
David.
Look at that.
David's my
Go
boo.
up. Go up. Go up. Show her what David said.
What did he say?
I'm gonna fuck you up, David.
Cats.
Cats.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I
David.
love David.
All right. What is Soulfly?
Soulfly is a metal band.
Oh, okay.
Can you scroll back,
All right.
please?
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank
and,
you.
Back. I want to see the guy that said I don't know what I'm talking
And
about.
we will catch up with you next
It's
week.
that guy Steven.
Until then,
Steven
please
somebody.
stop
Who the hell
camera.
is this?
Steven
Steven
Thomas.
Thomas. The subject
Yeah,
is
he's a shit
depressing.
stirrer.
Let's talk
Steven-
Stop
about.
the
Shit
stop the
stirrer.
camera.
Let's talk about what?
Okay, let's say goodbye. Say goodbye,
Already
everybody.
did.
We're gonna go into
Goodbye,
a second
everybody.
hour.